Okay, the stream appears to be healthy, so we should, in theory, be good to go. I am currently unsaturating myself a little bit in order to... Okay, my microphone's working, that's good. In order to make sure that I do not appear yellow. That is just the lighting in my room, and my room lighting makes me appear yellow, hence why I need to unsaturate myself. There were also a little few changes. I went to location close to Waking Sands, and I did the glamour quest in order to make us unlock glamour plates. And the first few outfits are just the things that I had as subscription rewards. And this one I had to buy 3 magazines for. It was like a special promotion. It came with a white chocobo, yay! And I have it over here as well. But this is a cheapo glamour that I just went onto the market board and I bought it. It is... how's it called? Yeah, it is Eureka Glamour. And it's the instance that people are currently very much grinding, so they're selling each item for like 1,000 because there's like way too much of said item. So I thought, you know what? This will look good on us. So there we are. I'm trying to prove that as a low-level character you can most definitely have glamours. You're not limited to looking ugly just because you're new. So there's that. Other than that, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. It is a long time no see. I am very happy to be back here. I'm not happy that Wildstar closed, but I am very happy to be back here. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? Yes. I need to hand Sid a crystal and say, look, this means that we can go, and, you know, kill the primal thing. Instead of just not going and not killing the primal thing. That would be pretty bad. All repairs and modifications have been completed, Magnanimous. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. Well, I have the crystal, Sid. We can go and kill that nice wind lady. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not, Magnanimous. I'll see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. Oh, it feels so good to not be a buckethead anymore. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship. But mark my words, soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. I agree, Sid. Hey, Kavis! You're like the absolute bestest at making airship cookies. Can't equip that belt yet, but doesn't matter much. We'll equip it eventually. Now this matters. The fact that we're under-leveled again. So let's see, what would be the least grindy thing to do to gain a level? This is the least grindy thing to do to gain a level. Seriously. And because we're a tank, this shouldn't take that long. But yeah, essentially what you do is you queue into one big queue of all the dungeons that you have ever unlocked and go, you know, yeah, if a party needs me, just tag me. That's exactly what's happening currently. And we're gonna say hello once we join the dungeon. This should take about 30 minutes. It will likely give us more than a level at this point. And yeah, we will say hello because that is the polite thing to do. And then I'll switch tabs again so that you cannot see people chatting. Oh. Oh, that's not too bad. Though that is fairly low level. Okay, where's my AoE's ability is very awkwardly on my button 7. So this will be quite interesting. I hope that you guys... Well, first of all, do not do that. Do not attack before your tank is done fully. I do hope you guys have AoEs. Because I have this one AoE and I can like enhance... My cat's doing something really weird, like I changed my bed covers and he's going nuts. It's like, oh my god, fresh bed! This can't be! But yeah, it's best to do big pulls, and if people have the AoE cookies, these pulls go faster. Hence why I never just pull one bit of object. I pull at least 2 groups. This way it shouldn't be too difficult for the healer. If they're gonna heal me. Yeah, they're healing me. Good! But it lets, you know, DPS do dips and multiple things at once. Doesn't help that I can't do dips and multiple things at once for too long because my TP falls really low. What can you do with early level dungeons? The room to the side was absolutely completely pointless to us. Please come with me. Please come with me. And you know what? Let's go into the boss room. There we go. Perfect! Or also might be a very stupid thing to do. But it's okay because I turned up my healing. Like this button makes my healer heal me for more. Very useful button. Oh god. I wish my cats wouldn't jump with such a force. They like push my computer to this wall. And yesterday they knocked my monitor off being able to show anything because they knocked my graphics card out of place. It was very fun. You know there is such a thing as mana potions, but there isn't such a thing as TP potions. Quite annoying. I would be chugging them all day long. Yeah, touch that orb. Good. Good job, team. Good job. I most definitely do not need absolutely anything from here. I'm very certain of it. Okay, the patrol continued walking. Completely fine for us. But the moment he approaches... Yeah, he approached too close. Starts casting. And that is not something we wanted to do, because he'll be casting on our teammates. Completely ignoring our existence. Yeah, hooray for super fast pulls, and my killer seems completely fine on mana. I hope that's their mana, not their TP. Okay, that is their mana and they're completely fine on it. Good. Am I going the right way? I think I am. We're taking those, and we're also taking these. It's quite pointless to just do them separately. This is a bit hardcore for early levels, but you know, it works. This is essentially the very bored late game player strat. Just take everything! And my archer got hit a bit. That's not good. I also had a lag spike for accidentally switching to restream, typing, instead of beating things. So I probably shouldn't do that. Cats playing make me very worried. Mostly because they're going absolutely nuts, so I'm low-key just trying to get a bit of TP back. This way. These two. Why not? These ones as well. There we go. That is most definitely enough things for now. For that is a lot of things. The rest of people can still AoE. I mean, they look fine on their TP. Fun fact, after the next expansion pack, TP will be no more. We will all be using mana, which story-wise will make very little sense, but gameplay mechanics-wise, it will be perfectly good. All of you just come. Come. Okay, good enough. This is where we stop! But we can't actually go anywhere else. But that is blocked. The last time I did this, it was on a roulette as well. Because I've been playing my own character for a bit, just so that I'm not completely lost about what's happening and what do people do and how do I play this game? But it has been quite a while. I didn't even need to tank one of them. One of them was perfectly fine being tanked by somebody else. That's a Dragoon? That is a featured Dragoon. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Dragoons being like the only heavy class thing. Because I switched from the chat just so that people chat, they can have their privacy and stuff. No, privacy stuff. I hope that my team isn't like, what the fuck is this tank doing? Why are they pulling so much? We need to unseal the seal. And kill those last cookies, and then we'll have free access to the boss. And hopefully, because we're doing a leveling roulette, that will give me enough to level up. That's the idea anyway. If you're DPS and you can't be arsed waiting on leveling roulettes, the other fastest way of doing things is to do Palace of the Dead. We do not have Palace of the Dead unlocked on this character, and I am so bored of it. Because I did it so much at one point. But it's a bit like an endless dungeon, and you can just reset it and repeat it. And people do in parties, some people just do the first 10 levels alone. Make it a lot, less social. Because people don't want to be social on MMOs for some odd reason. Yeah, see, that's the boss arena. And because we have already seen this cutscene, as we've been here before, obviously, it should not play again, because I think I switched off repeating the cutscenes that I already seen. It's a bit faster than skipping on your own. Sometimes I love initiates, because that one just says JK. Joking! Aha! It skipped on its own. Making sure that our little archer bard is following us. Be sure that they're an archer at this moment, but they're gonna be a bard. That's what archers do. Go, when I grow up, I want to be a bard. Tanking at this level feels really odd because you don't even have a tank set. Trying to hold the ones on a rope is completely pointless because they're not gonna be attacking much anyway. They're just there to protect the boss's health. So heal, please. Maybe. Thank you. Don't like being at half health. Even though honestly that is good optimization of your healing resources. Just leaving the tank and everybody else like half health-ish. But yeah, good. There we go, back to the boss. And hopefully this is where he dies and doesn't just like summon a lot of people again. It was a bit of a late limit break, but it's okay. You go, GG. We leave the instance and voila, we're the next level. That's how this works. Okay, now we can do it. Hello, Sid. According to my tests, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning that we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell one so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it's only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal can trigger a massive... maybe it's better that we remain positive. Stop hissing and having fights on my computer. Lie down and be relaxed. Cats should. And now I should test. Technically I should still be streaming. Just in case we can test in here, because too often my cats have switched off my streaming before. Yeah, we are live. This is good. Mayhap it is better that we remain positive. Magnanimous, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting into me to develop this plan, for everything. You helped me to rediscover a part of myself I've forgotten. I'm not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be, but I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until the mission, but you understand. We all may die! Woo!
There. She's ready.
Yay, voice acting. There is a lot more of that in the actual expansion areas.
She stirs.
He looks so happy. Alpinode is like, let me hold your hand. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
This and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda.
Yeah, we're gonna fly into places.
Enterprise, engage.
Who do you think you are, Alpinode? That would have been like, no, I'm not flying. I'm the only one that says engage in here. Yeah, it's his Garlean jewel. Damn it!
I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you.
Good, Sid. Memory is a good thing. Wow, that made me look so creepy.
Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Ah, yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days.
Aww. Young Sid.
Young prodigy, admired by all. Exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald.
This memory seems like a happy one, even though it's highly devoid of people.
It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father done the same?
How's it going? How's things?
Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye?
When you became a sad little boy.
When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter?
Good. Happy to hear that. Wowzers, that's creepy imagery. Like, when did the meteor become your all? And it's like, was it falling? That could explain a lot. I think that they were building it. Yeah, you joined the inner memories of Sid.
You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not.
And he looked really friggin' creepy.
Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks.
How did you lose your memory? Was it the calamity? Ah, that's his employees. Yeah, these parts. We brought him his glasses. How the hell did we do that? Not a friggin' clue. But we appeared...
Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles.
We just appeared in the sky and handed him some glasses. These are actually the reasons why there are a lot of theories that the Warrior of Light is something bit more than just the Warrior of Light. Because you fight enemies that nobody else can fight. Other Warrior of Lights fail. You beat the most powerful people. And oftentimes you get asked, what are you? You're not limited by the Hydaelyn? Like how other people are? You appear in random moments of time? Yeah, you'll get a bit more of that as story unfolds. But my theory would be, we're not simply a Warrior of Light. We're something more. And everybody's like, cool, dude! Those glasses that got dropped on you, they look good.
It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way.
Yeah, if his father was in charge of bringing down the Garlemald, it would make sense that he was obsessed with the meteor. So I suppose that is a very awful thing to do. Why would you send the meteor skyrocketing into the planet? Or do you mean like explode the meteor?
And it all began that day when I found my new home.
Was it in the air with your ironworks company? Ah! The color is back!
I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pure-blood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess.
Do you know what I am? Because that cutscene has confused me for years. I don't know who I am. Why was I in your past? Where did I get your goggles from? What?
The Enterprise was made for this. To carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Good.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
A lot of weird shit.
Alphinord, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything.
Everything? Everything!
My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything.
And all we had to do was get you on the ship.
Come. It would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
Okay. So, safe to say that it worked. We are in the eye of the hurricane. Also safe to say that I would like my sound to be higher. Oh, much higher than this. Maybe a bit lower. Yeah, something like that. Something like that sounds a lot more decent. I turned it down because I was speaking to people on Discord and I could absolutely not hear them, and I completely forgot about it. All our efforts, all our travels, all of this was for this. Make her ready, Magnanimous, for the end is nigh, be it hers or our own. Okay. Let me just bring some unknown people. I hope all of you are good with that. Pick my own pocket healer, a few DPS. I might also spend some time hopping. There isn't anything else to do in here. There's just like a ship, the fence, the hurricane. Though speaking of that, why not admire the pretty if we have the pretty, okay? You don't get to like come back in here. So there we go. Now I have some pictures of it. And I should probably exit first person. Hooray! Come on! You can find some players, it's not that hard to do. Else I will just sit in a corner and emote. How boring would that be? Just us looking cool on this little hip over here. Meant help. Actually. Oh, show. Notes. We don't have literally a lot of them. My main character has a lot of them. We have very few because we haven't been hunting emotes and there's like weird ways of earning them. You have the regular dance, for example. Nothing that we have seems to be persistent. That's annoying. I have so many dance emotes on my main, you wouldn't believe. We can salute. We can be very happy. The difference between a regular clap and a congratulate seems to be how high you clap. And psych ourselves. Here's a bit of a rally. And that's a chuckle. I rub spice on my nose. Because it feels like I did. Either that or I will have a very funny nosebleed. Ah! Just in time. Thanks, Q. Come on, DPS, you must have been waiting for hours. Surely you wanna press that button. Hey, big girl. Who dares to intrude upon my sanctuary? Your tank? Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. Preserve. She's huge. As I live and breathe. Over there, look! There's some kobolds. Are these sacrificial kobolds? Yeah, it looks like they just brought a bunch of rays to sacrifice to her. Amaljan kobold prisoners, but why would Ixo bring them here? To feed Garuda? Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we are come to put an end to your reign of terrors. Hear you this blasphemy, my children. These landwalkers would bring me low. You who are bound to crawl upon the earth should revere me, for I am wind. Did we not take to the skies and slip your defenses? We're bound by nothing, Garuda. You think your playthings give you strength? This will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall stake the roots with your blood and festoon the canopy with your entrails. Slay the feathered ones we shall. As an offering to Garuda, they will serve. I agree. Rawr, 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 rawr. Leave the Ixo to us, Magnanimous. We will keep them distracted while you deal with her. Do not fail, Magnanimous. Remember your fight for the science, for Eorzea. Rawr! Oh, yay, Garuda theme. This worm would die by mine own hand. Come then, I shall grant you that which you seek, and those 3 adventures behind you, for you are not alone. Now let's hope that people didn't attempt to kill her without their tank. Also, another thing that they changed after Realm Reborn, you do no longer get very long cutscenes either at the start or at the end of dungeons until you actually leave the instance. Because otherwise people just have to stand and wait. So like that whole time when we were talking, they were just standing there and waiting. I feel like the music is at the right volume, but my swinging is not. Much better. You don't want to have all that you hear be swinging. You hide behind these, she does whoosh, and then you come out again. Feathers are up to my people to kill, but that's how a feather looks. Garuda has also versions of hard and extreme. Later on in the game, they just stopped doing the normal version. They would just do hard and extreme versions. They're chickens. They're just not big enough. We must hide again? Ah, no. That means that this is very close to where she just goes BANG! With all of these. Come on. Please leave the area. We cannot lose the towers. Not until a bit later. Losing some of them is fine, but... maybe not on normal, actually. Maybe I'm thinking of... how is it called? Maybe I'm thinking of hard. No, it is on normal. Yeah, when she goes, the Reckoning comes, she makes them explode. And if you do not have enough power, everybody just dies. Yeah, that sounds like it would be a fun thing to do. It's a bit weird how using my DPS rotation would actually make my damage lower at the moment, because I do not have my damage stats. Or mix it with eggs. That would also be a very fun thing to mix it with. Hooray! Dead Ruda! No! 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 No, no, for good measure. Ah! That zoom in on the boobs. What? How in the hells? This is my realm! You have no hope here! Nope! None! And you truly believe you could defy a god, landwalkers? But yes! I've been doing so for a very long time. My power is limitless! My children are legion. And they have rendered unto me a health of crystals. A wealth. A wealth. Their gifts sustain me, their faith empowers me. I feel like such an empowered woman. And none save my children will escape the reckoning, mortals, and those who would use my crystals to waken the rest shall realize the folly of their fate. Then we shall worship none but me, the one true God. Of course! Worship! So long as the Ixal keep praying, she will never fall. Then let's stop them! Yeah, which part of you made you think that you can just approach them? No harm will come to you, my children. For I have to hee-hee and ha-ha! This is only the beginning, landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment. The desert vermin next. Their walls of stone will not shield them from my tempest. And then I will take vengeance on sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun this wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time. And all shall be mine, all mine. You, landwalker, you who dared to raise your hand against me. You shall be the first to pay for your sins. Now, not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, landwalker, to your last breath. That does not actually work on me. You see, I am special. I claimed you. You should be mine. Okay, don't ever try to claim the warrior flight unless you want to die. Or apparently we do the reverse. We were like, I want to extract your heart and eat it. That's essentially what we're doing. We just extracted her crystal while she was still standing. And I will place it here with my other crystals. My cat's playing with my bed covers, so my bed covers are essentially meowing at me. What are you? What have you done to me? I ate your heart. Yeah, this is where you die. No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible. Welcome to Light of the Warriors. Quite specifically me, actually, because there's a lot of Warriors of Light. I don't know how many of them could, you know, extract stuff while Garuda's still standing. Ah, the victory music.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die?
I could ask the exact same thing!
We've done it! Ah! Impossible it is! Kill you all!
Is that all?
Oh. Shite.
O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda. Of all primals the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Are you done yet?
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country. I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
Why yes, forsaking my country does not make me slowly die, nor does it infect me with worms.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day?
Things? I wanted to do things.
Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Is that a threat, or is that a competition, or... Ah, he brings weapons! That is so unfair. Actually, a gun in a knife fight wouldn't really help you if your attacker was close enough to you. Unfortunately, they took the route of running at him while he was firing a weapon.
Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you!
She?
Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Inferno Almighty Ifrit brought us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
Aww. I always feel so bad for the couples. I don't know why.
Is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to...
Eat them. Take their souls. Oh my god, did she just summon Ifrit? And Titan. How does that bloody work?
No. No, this is all wrong.
Yes, yes, this is very wrong.
Gopping boy, we must run.
Good suggestion. Like it. Fuck it. Just leave it. Just that Empire guy. He can do his thing. We just said,
Surrender your
let's go away.
to me. I would feast upon your ether. None shall stand against the wind.
And the breasts. None shall stand against the breasts.
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire!
I dropped the metal thing directly on top of you. Ouch. Now you're red, a bit of yellow.
You who will suffer, Garuda.
You can't just fly away?
Ancient Eleg had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
Ah yes, that flying bit. Ah, that didn't work out.
No! No! No!
What bit of green, bit of yellow, lots of red. So pretty.
It exceeds all expectation.
It's actually nice to revisit the story because you genuinely forget.
It consumes. It grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time.
Who are you speaking
Your
to?
leaders are as wise as they are reported. They will surrender.
A country then.
Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
I would say that Heavensward is by far the best story. By far. Stormblood was a bit bland for me, but remember that Realm Reborn has a lot of bland in it. A lot. I'm quite excited for Shadowbringers though. That looks friggin' nuts.
12, have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?
It's not just here. There's that inner patch cycle of Realm Reborn, where you go through a lot of quests that are just dealing with getting to know the characters, and they're very slow going. So we're still approaching that. And then it super speeds up at the end.
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and Supreme Commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Looks like a fun guy.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts. But that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius. Where in the seven hells did you find that thing?
Probably in the ground, like most
It has
things.
been a day of unexpected developments. But the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat.
Because it's been absorbed into a giant machine that he's planning on using. How is that not an issue?
While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side. For the time being, at least.
And focus on the big metal thing? Big metal thing, good focus.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Exactly. Big metal thing.
That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can.
We must needs.
Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend. For we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
I'm trying to think where Vesper Bay was. Oh. Are we going to Mordona? Ah, no, that's quite specifically Gridania, I must say. Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Magnanimous. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw... Oh, but I'm sure I was mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of eye and apt to be misread, be even the most intriguing mind. Forget I mentioned it. Ah! Yeah, that does look like Ul'dah underneath me. That would be... good guess. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their god as long as that weapon exists. Truly a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. No, you wanna plot its destruction, trust me. I'm obviously taking the helmet. Now let me put the funny looking thing on. Perfect. And my new belt. And I'm gonna update my gear. And then I will glamour it again because we're not... no. The days of walking around looking like a circus freak is done. We can admire the ugliness of the armor, we don't need to wear it. It's past the time to return to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in despair any longer would be dishonor to the memory of those who fell there. We have been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. Okay. Got it. The Aetheryte, please. Free teleports galore. I have it. Often when I'm alone at home like this, I just hear the sounds of cats and I wonder, what the hell are you doing? Okay, running like a crazy moron. That's not destroying things. So I have claimed literally everything on this account that I have on my main account now, so here we go. Here's a white fat chocobo. Because if you want to have a big fat bird, it better come in multicolor. So we have a yellow, we have a white, it has a little hat on. It came with the maid outfit. And it was the primary reason why I bought a magazine for 3 months in a row. It's that bird. What is your quest even about? Oh yeah, I can craft glamour prisms. So, you know, that is always a possibility. Oh, is it? I thought that a lot of people did that promotion. There's a very similar one that you get if you get 3,000 recommendations. Was it 5,000? One of those. Yeah, there's very little visual difference between them. Actually, where's my achievements? We need to check. Oh, how is that called? I remember recommendations having... Yeah, commendation. Yeah, it is 3,000. Yeah, I am on EU. I'm currently in Ragnarok. I used to be on Odin, but I switched servers to be with Wildstar refugees. Tell me, Magnanimous, does odd here strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Yep, it's just my imagination. Come, let's just proceed into the solar. Have you ever thought... Oh, wait, Sid says. Have you even thought that maybe the rest of the Scions have also turned? That not all of them got gruesomely slaughtered? Ah! Ida! Who goes there? It is me, Alpinode. Now, Ida, is there any way to greet a friend? Alpinode? Magnanimous! Sid? Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. I don't believe it. I was sure you would have been... This place has seen better days. Does that mean that Papalymo's around as well? You two never go separate ways. You know, I wasn't actually here when I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. The first I knew about it was when I came back and I saw... Ida. The church has taken care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start. If Y'shtola hasn't been here to help me... Y'shtola is here too? You're here too? Yeah, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Ul'dah to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papalymo and Minfilia weren't among the dead, according to the church. Y'shtola thinks that they were taken somewhere. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires, knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals, one that Gaius has yet to harm. Harness. The Echo! Echo! Gaius will be aware of its existence as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful though his elegant weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo. None of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. No matter, the Empire has shown its hand and now we must act. It's up to us to rebuild the science and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh yes, of course! Whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Y'shtola's return. For now, I say we rest. And rest we shall, for exactly 1 second until I accept the next quest. Oh, you're actually resting! Cutscene rest is the best rest. I swear you all would be more comfortable if you just lie down.
Hear, feel, think.
Mother Crystal? Mother Crystal! But yes, say hello to Heidelin. Oh crap. That would be the calamity. Nothing else falls down the sky as pure red.
Bringer of light.
Hello.
Brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Heidelin, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Knowing the full story, I'm actually trying to read into the lines. Y'shtola! Magnanimous, I see you on Alpinoder safe. And Sid! Sid's like, yes! I'm here. That we five should meet each other does defy a simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Eorzea guides us still. Why did he have to have a French name that's hard to pronounce? He would not see us undone so easily. Not now, when the need is so great. I know where Minfilia and the others are being held. Good! Where? An Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona. Castrum Sentry. Everyone's just like, let me equip my ugly ass new gloves. Ah. Oh, and I cannot apply glamour plates unless I'm in a town. So for now, we're gonna wear our ugly ass gloves. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Magnanimous. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial Castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now the Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Garleans deem valuable. We may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure that the stronghold is secure. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy. And if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portelaine of House Durandare. He is stationed at the Observatorium in Quarthus. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. No! It's the cold place that doesn't sound nice. Well, the other cold place, specifically when you enter Heavensward, the music's a lot better. So there's like another very snowy, like fully on-snowed map. And that one's just so much better. And it also is called Querthus because it's just like the zone got divided a bit. You know why not? These are store mounts, and by far my favorite. They're just so cute! And it looks like my model's far too big for them. I need help saving my friends. How did I get a stun applied to me? Paralysis, who did that? And I need help saving my friends. Don't take my friends, I need them. Friends! Friends! Oh yeah, we're not here to find friends. We're here to find the dude that can help us find the friends. How do I... Oh, you're... Are you inside in here? Yes, you are. Good. Now I know. It's for the Fear Dungeon. That's a very good question. If I have a static, probably will. You see, Stormblood fights like completely discouraged me. I had a static in Heavensward. The music was just old Final Fantasy music. The surrounding area of each fight was just... So, compared to Alexander, it was a bit... too for me to continue with it. I'm Ignominious, the woman who unmasked the heretic in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You are the associate of Ishtora, but of course Lord Drillman confirmed to me that you were a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Castrum Sentry! What interest have you in all the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. That might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum. A hewn woman, an Elezen man, and 2 Lalathels, 1 male, 1 female. Oh, the god Tataru! It's them! It has to be! Minfilia, Urianger, Papalimo, and Tataru. If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Querthus not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogadin and a Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? A Rogadin and a Lalafell, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress, and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Vetch? Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Ignominious, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he would take the latter. Freeing those held in Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. You wish to see your comrades again? You have best act now. If As has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the echo. It seems reasonable to assure that they will not be executed until such a time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not scions, nor do they know aught of echo. As Lord Portelaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Yes, yes. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. You made Sid happy. Ah! The Empire! We get to know a lot more about them in Stormblood. And likely in Shadowbringers too. Ah, it's the ultimate weapon. We call it Ultima. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work. But all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision comes to reality. At last we have the power to purge the land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord. Rest assured, our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. The name that I can't pronounce. You depart for Castrum Occidents at midnight. You will command the Western Front in Wilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. Aye, sir. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give command of half our forces to a... I have given you nothing, Prefectus. You have earned it. This will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. Garleans are highly racist, so the chances are he was not a pure-blooded Garlean. My quarters. 1 hour. For now, go and sit on your butt. Ah, you stood up and sat down again. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Garlean activity along Abalathia's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Y'shtola. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing comes to us by the way of Zamiel Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Brisselt, may be able to tell you more. So as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May Fury grant you strength. What was up that light? I mean, that was the hero battle landing, which was an XP buff from our free company. Is this a dungeon? Yeah, it is. I'm gonna take this and then we will return to this quest if we're underleveled. I have heard much of your doings and I thank you, Devilman, for this task. To the west is Zamiel Darkhold. It was meant to serve as the new keep of Lord Zamiel, ever a friend to House Durinale. But before the masons and carpenters could complete their work within the caves, hordes of voidsent appeared and drove them out. in the years since the creatures have consolidated their presence. As such, we officially petition your assistance in reclaiming the Darkhold. Okay. So all I would need for that is to just speak with her over there. But I think I may need to go in there for Biggs and Wedge either way. I love these ones so much, and yes, I got both. I got both a very long time ago. I think it was my birthday, my last birthday, and I was like, I'm gonna spend £100 on Final Fantasy XIV. And I did! You stand before Zamiel Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. I have authorization. A letter from Lord Portaline. So you have come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area seeking to recapture them. What? The captives are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Orem Whale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Okay, so there is a man that may help us locate them. Oh! I think we have a bot problem. Welcome to Zamiel Darkhold, blah blah blah, bad things, whoa. Please you to do abominations. I think that's combined top and bottom. Maybe not? No? Yeah, it's kind of good to have that. Oh boy. Oh, I'm pretty sure that that's combined helmet and yeah. I don't really like those that much. The combined thingies, I mean. But yeah, now we have that dungeon unlocked, and if need be, we can go and do it. Oh! I'm a bit confused. Aren't whales here? What I remember of that dungeon is that it was very green. Which is why I'm slightly confused right now. Probably have not done level 40 hunting log, I don't think so. Oh, I did some of it. And that is the last hunting log we have, unfortunately. After that, we're screwed! Well, after that, we won't run out of experience for quite a while. Because we will be doing level 50 quests for the longest time. And Heavensward quests, all of them are actually enough for you to level up, but we will be doing quite a bit of side things. The Imperial airship. Aye, I saw it approach and land with mine own 2 eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. Okay. There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Garleans were deployed, formed search parties, and proceeded to scout the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post. Find evidence that someone has been here in my absence. Whether they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to follow the prints to their owners. It does sound like Biggs and Wedge. So why were they looting your place? I have no idea. Or the Imperials may have been looting your place. Somebody looted your place. More bots. There are gold sellers in this game. Not so much in the expansion areas, but you do see bots everywhere. They're leveling. Don't interrupt the bots leveling. And they're teleporting from footprint to footprint. I was half hoping that they would just appear in here. Because this would be around the area that they would appear in. Though getting the single wolf to kill them all would be very hard. Okay, thank you. My footprint now. Those are all mine. Those are not. Be too small. I like how they disappear, but they're just so clear in other areas. Kinda like the snow just doesn't fall everywhere in here. Ah, we're pretty sure that we know where the footprint's leading. Under the bridge? Well, hello there. It's really hard to fit in here with my giant model. So cold, I want to go home. Hello there, your service home. Oh, please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. That is very mean. Just because I'm a big woman doesn't mean I eat you. Magnanimous, it's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Gallians were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into the monster's gaping maw twice. Thrice. So 3 times. And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. He splashed me. Biggs? He isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Track down the wedge! That's wonderful news. Now what about Biggs? Not yet, Sid. I see. Well, it hardly surprises me that big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he's always taken care of him. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but I've nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for the fact that Biggs headed west. With both Ida and Y'shtola helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be a Nishgardian fortification not far from your west, Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. There, I hope? Was that Master Garlemald you spoke with? After 5 long years! Thank goodness he's alive! I'm feeling better now, Magnanimous. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the sheep to arrive. Ah, bless my heart. It's precious. Are you sure that there's a tower that way? You know what, I'm gonna employ the panda. God, I sit weird on a panda. Can't really blame me though, I have never actually sat on a panda. They might not be very comfortable to ride. Hop, hop, hop. Come on. Come on. You can do it, fat bastard. Oh, there is a tower in here. And then there's Guardian defending it and everything. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth. Oh, that's so nice of them. I hope that it's soup. How are we feeling now then? Stay here as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. Displaying you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. Now I kind of miss hot soup. I like hot soup, it's hot. Oh, hello bots. Are you just gonna follow me the whole stream? I think they are. I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold, with Garleans on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Magnanimous, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. Have you seen big guy running away? Rogadin gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion? I'm sorry, but did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. They call it the Furry's Gaze. Might be worthwhile to investigate it. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by. Well, that wasn't a great name, so let's just see what else happening there. Sounds really serious. I have lipstick all around. I'm fine. That's good. 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 Ah, so many plasmoids. Now that reminds me of incel forums. They refer to women as femoids. It's really horrible. Ah! The amount of floating lamp things. I don't seem to be hurting the lamp things very much. Ah, that's why I still have my... Why do I have my tank stance equipped? I'm not trying to tank him right now. I'm just trying to kill him. Okay, one more left. Do I just tell Wedge that I haven't found Biggs? Because I'm pretty sure this is not Biggs. I'm pretty sure you didn't just like fall apart into lots of evidence. You know, you might have. Love bad chocobos. You're the bestest! Sorry, dude. Magnanimous, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area. Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Garleans away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? I don't like these ones. We can't give up, Magnanimous. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is captured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who'll listen, and hurry! Biggs' chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment. Pardon to intrude on your tower, but I have a great question to ask you. I hope you don't mind. Not you two. Got stuck on the stairs. Hello? Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not to be found around here or in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Deafening Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. Wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread barely when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I nearly broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. Yeah, there's a lot of stairs. So I'm kind of not surprised, but I can do this. Whoa. I do not die from fall damage. I just hurt my legs really badly. How about the giant eye? The giant eye can carry me around. His floppy legs. Oh my. Oh my. Let's save Biggs. Fun fact, one of my cat's names is Biggie. Our brothers to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Our orders. Our orders. Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? I'm petting a cat, in case you're wondering. Ah, Magnanimous, it is well that you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. You need to do something right now. Well, we do, but really it's you. Ida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me! He's not alone! Kill them all! These ones will be easier. Much easier. Okay, back to you, buddy. Oh my. That's a lot of bad things. There we go. Focus on me, big guy. Not on him. On me. Got it? We need Biggs alive. Not in some very weird dead way. Doing just fine. All I'm worried about are Biggs. Ita's doing fine. Can you like not? Ah, okay. You came to heal Biggs. Thank you. Suppose you're done with yours. Ah, everybody seems done. Good! That's my biggest fear in these things, that NPCs will just die. They sometimes do. My thanks! Another moment and I would have... He has been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. Monument Tower, you say? Very well, Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Oh, I love your reunions. Hi. Okay, let's go and have a nice big reunion. We love these, apparently. Well, at least Ida does. She's always so cheerful. And nice. And derpy. Reunion! Ah, Potato's crying. I cannot thank you enough, Magnanimous. And the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Ah, don't mention it. We are a family, are we not? Well, yes, it's just I didn't think I ever see him again. Oh, the lot of you my life. And you saved Wedges too, Magnanimous. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. Yay, it's Sid! Biggs! Wedge! Gods, it's good to see you two of you again. Chief, it's really you! It's you! In our hearts we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh... When Alpino told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with an area warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we know what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand though. How did the Garleans get there so fast? I mean, the immortal flames should have seen them coming, right? I myself had asked the same question. That day, when I returned to the carnage of the Waking Sands, I noted not a miss in the horizon. Nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this I conclude that the Garleans came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by potent teleportation magics. Magics of the kind used by the Asians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into the detainment cell together, while Minfilia and others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard of him. Castrum Sentry... ... What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably moons, or maybe only weeks. And then, without a warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the airship's altitude control, and thereby forced the emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest was, as they say, history. That's a happy Sid. Ha! If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel? That will have been Biggs' handiwork. Like as not. Always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Magnanimous, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others still want for rescue. Alright, you lot! Garlemald Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hooray! Huzzah! Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we learned, I believe it's safe to say that they're being held at Castrum Sentry. So let us convene at Revenant's Toll in Mordona. It's as good place as any to prepare, and better than most. The road leading east and south will get you there. When we arrive, let's seek the advice of local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. I'm quite amazed at the fact that I still have quests in here. Oh, cool, I was already there. Good. I thought I'll have to, you know, travel by foot. I think it was when I was probably doing my hunting log, so I ran into Mordona to kill some stuff. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? Oh, you're so much shorter than me. Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Castrum Sentry, and you want to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yards of the walls undetected. If the Garleans were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Aye, it has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. With security so tight, how are we gonna smuggle ourselves in? Why, I meant to walk through the front door. The front door? Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. That's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled! If you're determined to go ahead with this, I recommend you speak with Garlemald. Fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I have no doubt that he'll want to be your aid. Ida and I should reconnoiter Garlean activity at the Stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Magnanimous. Let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there even times when you're not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Y'shtola. And you're beginning to remind me of Papalymo. Hello, Garlemald Cookie. Information? Information, someone? Looking for Garlemald, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. You're looking to get inside Castrum Sentry and you need my help. Something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. So you have friends at Castrum Sentry who want for rescue. That slackboard knows me too well, you can count on my help. I got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass an opportunity to get back at the Horsons. But enough about me, let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity, right delicate business. A single oversight and just one little blunder and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover that they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll find swampland to your left called Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the marbles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, you might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going, Godspeed! Ooh. I'm gonna listen to the sewer! But first, let's listen to Mugomog. Good King Mugomog, good King Mug. Oh, don't do that, Frog. This music makes me so happy. It's once again a store mountain. It's literally the only way you can access Good King Mugomog song, besides going into the distance. All other primals you can kill and you'll get a pony for Realm Reborn, and they will play the song. Not for this one. Google of them all. I went the wrong way. Just double checking to make sure that I'm still live. Because this happens way too often. Yes. I believe I am. Oh, thank God. Thank God for that. Let's just see if some of them will turn around. At least one of them did. Good. Good. Time. Okay, now male, listen. Oh my! That didn't go very well. Why did he have these ones in the pipe? Where did they come from? Well, obviously the pipe, but why are they there? Suppose it's a great breeding ground? Maybe? So many as well. All of them little ones. All of them little ones from the pipe. Okay, now we can eavesdrop at it. Now that there's no more bugs. No more bugs in the pipe. The faint sound of conversation echoes down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be deaf-mute for all the information we gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Elezen gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. I do wonder, why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind the beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As we'll try to tumble her. Well, I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. Footfalls grow fainter until all is silent. Oh my! Oh. Oh, it's okay. It's the bots. It is the bots. I can use the magical power of teleportation. I'm okay with paying 100 gil. It's not very expensive. Oh, they're there, alright. It's good to see you again, Magnanimous. I've given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So Minfilia and the others are indeed at Castrum's sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. Good work, Magnanimous. As Alpinot has already told you, we plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of all of this is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the Stormgold. The Garlemald is looking into ways to procure a suit of magic armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us, Magnanimous. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. No! Oh! 46! Are you dumb or something? There is one thing that we can currently do that will help. Do that dungeon! Never did that dungeon. Perfect time to do it. Yeah, both of these are 46. I'm gonna do the dungeon together and then I suppose I could do some leveling on my own, but at the same time we will unlock the last of the guild hests. I cut guild hests out of YouTube videos. But yeah, I think at 45 there's still some. Actually, these were the last ones, level 41s. Weren't they? Pretty sure they were. Well, I'm done with guild hests then. There's also the trial roulette. We don't have yet. Great. There's also the rest of my kill log. Boring to watch, but there is the rest of my kill log. It almost feels like two different melodies are playing right now. These are not really enough for a level. Will be enough at least for a partial level, and Zamiel Darkhold will surely help. This is one of the last times that I remember there being like this huge level jump. There is another one, and unfortunately it is at this exact zone. I remember running out of quests, I think at level 46, and then it going, yeah, come back here when you're 48. I was like, you're kidding me, right? And they're like, nope, come back here when you're 48. And we unlock the porter in here. There's some lead quests over there. They're quite boring, but they do exist. I feel like I should adjust that. I kind of feel like I deserve to see the duty. Less than 5 minutes, you say. You're not gonna get a healer and 2 DPS in less than 5 minutes. The unlockable dungeons that are not part of the main scenario are a lot harder to get into, because less people run them. But we should, in theory, be matched with someone doing the leveling roulette at some point. Yeah, I think we did this after reset. That's very unfortunate. Because I think reset is like 4-ish. And then because the clocks turn, it's 3-ish. Meaning that we missed. Let's have a nice cinematic. Because why not? Yay! I don't mind this place, and I don't get to go to it quite often. But it's kinda cool. It's quite a good idea to stop on the crystals. It's because that thing really hurts. Don't explode, don't explode, don't explode! A lot of these dungeons, a lot of XP comes from the enemies themselves. So there's like literally no reason not to kill as many things as possible. I am being, like, the worst tank possible. Because I just want to see what's inside of there. I'm just uncovering a little bit of map. That's a treasure. And now we can go after the boss. Always uncover the full map. Always. Why? Because why not? Even if it inconveniences literally everyone, still uncover the full map. Ah, nobody killed a single thing. Purple ring doesn't reduce damage of everything, just off the boss. But I will say KK for them to feel better. Okay, I'm just a little noob. Because if you see what it does is it adds Crystal Veil. That guy is like full on fighting something. Oh! Damage taken of everything. Doesn't specify just the boss. That being said, this dude was doing some serious killing. It might be useful being able to communicate with my team for a bit. This area isn't that big, but then we take a port to another area while still missing. Grab you two and come back. Okay, we do need that door opened. So let me just stand in these rings. These rings are something from 1.0 if I remember correctly. And hooray, it's a boss. In here, these things like switch off and switch on, and yeah. So you have to like look at which crystal is on at that time and go over there. He also spawns ads sometimes. Also, this dungeon has one nasty corridor where survival is very limited. Doesn't happen very often, so that's gonna be a fun part. But yeah, unlike the leveling roulette where we're getting like a bunch of XP at the end, most of the XP that we're getting is actually upfront. These like enemies especially. Okay, this is about to switch off. So it is a good time to travel. Yep, it switched off. It switched off, alright. Whenever you see another crystal come up, that means the previous one's gonna switch off. That is the absolutely best way of seeing it. Ah, I see we're a fan of more bees. Bee men this time. And more bees. See another crystal up yet? Yes, I do. Better safe than really, really, really sorry. Like, you can kill the boss of the previous crystal, but if it doesn't happen, then you're gonna be very, very, very sorry. Oh yeah, instead of just like standing, this is one of these things where you just... yeah, you click on it. That's sometimes not very clear. Ah! The Corridor of Death, my favorite. I have bad memories of here, so let's take it slow. Also quite fun when these froggies just like bump somebody down there and then they pull the whole dungeon on their way up. Like, if you're pulled down, you may as well stay there. Let's just put it that way. You're gonna create a lot more trouble by trying to come back up. Oh my. Something bone something is on my aggro list. Ah! I see some souls running back up here. And some frogs. And yes, the frogs can pull. What happens way too often is that you're gonna like pull to the edge over there and then just get overwhelmed. Okay, we're nearly done with this place of severe death. We need to go down. Going up there is absolutely pointless. So you normally just like run the little opening that's over there. All of them seem to be focusing on me, which is good. That is exactly what you're supposed to do as a tank, the aggro. And now you go down here. And there we go, we're now level 45, which is perfect. We only need 46 to continue the main story. And we didn't die at the Corridor of Death. That is amazing. Absolutely spectacular, that. Kill, kill, kill. Murder, murder, murder. There's a few more over here. Let's switch back to general. Yeah, they're giving like 3000 XP per mob. And in Heaven's Sword dungeons, you actually see that more clearly, that mobs give you just so much XP. And then it stops being so. It starts slowly to become bosses give more XP than mobs. But these buddies, they're just walking XP bags. Which is why farming the dungeon that's closest to your level when you lack XP often works the bestest. This is the second boss. Not the last. We're gonna be porting again over there. Is the first port on here anywhere? Nope, it's not. He summons friends to just throw things off the ledges. Hooray! His friends! They have arrived. There's some children in this building and they walk like really loud. It really pisses me off. And it seems like my teammates are getting heavily hit. It's okay though, nobody's gonna die. Sometimes people do, but I don't see that happening right now. Let me just... That's pretty good. Why may I not meet on this? What do you mean? My current class? I am a warrior. What? Eh? Hey, this is the item for your class, but it's not very suitable for your class. More of them XP baggies in here. I do know of a few dungeons that we skipped. There's like a few more dungeons that you unlock through extra quests and not through the main story. But they don't really matter that much right now because it's not very useful for us to have them unlocked right now. Multiple people speed up the timer. And you, my friend. Ooh. All of you just continue shooting me. Oh yes, I am hitting the thing at the bottom. Good. Let me just stand. Oh, being a bit kapowy, but that's okay. Kapow! Oh, whoops. I moved a little bit too much. I thought I was like still standing over here, but apparently unless you're like right here, it doesn't really count. That person is like really into just going. Like, I must go, my people need me. It's like, dude, I have dinner to make, and even I'm not in that big of a rush. Let me just bring everything out here. Make it a bit easier. Easier, maybe a bit more difficult, I don't know. My DPS buddies seem to be standing in all the bad. Especially the black mage. We will be in a lot worse position when we're closer to Stormblood. Because you see how much XP, we're already 1/3 of our way through level 45. Yeah, that doesn't like stay true. For last 20 levels are slowed down, and last 10 levels are like especially so. Like super slow. Hooray! Achievement! Ah! So that's where you were along on the ceiling! Ah, yay! Yes! At points he will become invulnerable, and then they will need to kill the crystal that he attaches himself to. It's almost best that I don't contribute too much. And again, it's actually okay for me to move right now. It's just that the moment this crystal falls, he will be walking towards me. And I'd rather you didn't just go to my team and say, oh, hi there! Oh, hello! And essentially this pattern repeats. You kind of kill him a bit, he contacts the crystal, he go and you beat up on a crystal, then you come back to him, you beat up on him, he does some more AoEs. He opens some giant, nice-looking circles underneath your feet, which I love very much. Sometimes the crystal itself will be like, haha, I can do the explodey thingy. I miss having a DPS stance. Are you? Yeah, you are. But not entirely. I thought you were like eyeing me in particular, not that dude at the crystal. So I was like, maybe it's better if I don't move towards the crystal, because then the dude at the crystal will get hit. Yeah, see the pretty AoE circles? They're so pretty. That was a bit premature, but really, why not? Normally you do that thing right at the end. That it's, you know, the killing blow, just for like style points. Do keep me alive, healer, because I kind of need the XP. But they were out of mana almost, so I can kind of understand. Okay. GG! Da, 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 da. Victory song! And the healer... Once again, it's like, that's not for your class. What class do you think I am? Silly game. But yeah, that's been all for today, pretty much. Tomorrow, I actually think I am gonna take you to a dungeon that's way too low level for us. Because that might be a good thing to do. Or no, actually, no. Wait. What? 46? 45. Explain that. I am very confused. I am genuinely confused now. Am I sure that I'm 45? What? Okay, tomorrow we may attempt to accept some quests, see if we can complete them despite being under level. Something very odd is happening. We will do Looking the Part, which is our next class quest, because abilities are important. And I may take you to some old dungeons. And maybe I'll just wait with these, because that's some creepy stuff right there. If you're 46 as a quest, you shouldn't let me accept you at 45. So yeah, stuff to do, things to see. Thank you for watching for today, and see you next time.